Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell it, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey everyone, good afternoon, happy Friday. We're going to get started in a couple minutes and we're going to go for about 90 minutes, 2 hours max. And we'll see what's going on in the markets. We're going to specifically watch gold. It's almost at 5,000. We'll see if there's a little bit of maybe some selling in Friday afternoon, or this thing is just going to continue pumping. So we'll do an analysis and we'll watch it for the next little bit. So hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Recording in progress.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stocks Network Trading. Happy Friday. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. It is 11:45 a.m. Eastern. It's Friday, January 23. So thanks everyone for joining. We're going to do about a 90-minute session, 2 hours maximum on this Friday afternoon. And we're going to see, we'll be watching gold specifically. It's at some historic levels right now, almost 5,000. It got up here real quick, and it could hit that. It could sell off this afternoon. But let's do a little bit of an analysis and see what we get. Again, please trade with proper risk management. I cannot stress this enough. And if you're counter trading, make sure you have some counter trading rules. If you're going against gold right now and you're looking to sell it, please use proper risk management, because you can literally see the pullbacks are very small, short-lived, and they continue making new highs. But we might come into a new hour this afternoon where there could be some significant selling. However, that's still off the table, and you have to go with the long-term trend, which is still bullish. So right now, that's what we're seeing. If you're in buys, congratulations. And if you're looking to short this thing, there's small short moves, but we'll see what develops. Okay, so let's just let the price action do the talking, and we will do the analyzing, and let's go from there. So some of you guys may be in a buy, some of you guys are already initiating sells. I have no idea. I'm not in. I'm just going to go over today's top news and we'll get right into it. Okay, so Forex Factory had lots of news, lots of flash manufacturing, flash services from all parts of the world. So you can see it started in Tokyo, it was in Europe. We had some North American news today. Everything came out for a Friday. So just remember, it is a Friday, guys. And anything can happen over the weekend, and markets can open up very volatile on Sunday night. So if you're thinking about holding any positions over the weekend, whether it's NASDAQ, US 30, gold, oil, whatever it is, just please use appropriate risk management when you are trading. Okay. There is news. Intel shares tumble as supply chains hamper the turnaround. So Intel right now is down almost 17%. That's pretty big for a corporation of that size. So definitely we got to look at what's going on with Intel right now, because that's a big significant sell-off. Okay, there is opportunities, but this could have further move down to the downside, so we don't know what's going on. So Intel is in the news right now. Canadian retail sales are up 1.3% in November. Guys, I just read that there's 3 hotels in Las Vegas that are that want Canadians to come, and they're giving the dollar and the US dollar, the exchange rate, at parity. So they're luring us Canadians to go to Vegas right now. Maybe we should have a retreat in Vegas. Maybe it's warmer weather than what it is over here. I just came from picking up my son from high school. He had his first exam. And it is freezing. I was outside for 2 minutes and my face froze. So be careful if you're out in some cold Canadian weather right now. It is unbelievably freezing outside. Gold on track for the best week since 2020 after safe haven surge. So I don't have to talk too much about gold. You guys probably know it's almost at 5,000. Silver broke $100 an ounce. I'm super thrilled about that because there's a lot of retail traders who have been holding silver, physical silver, for 10 years, 20 years now, whether it's silver coins. You are finally getting paid off. So congratulations to all of the silver holders out there. I hope it continues to skyrocket and continue to go up. But silver has been a long hold for a lot of investors. And now it takes time, patiently waiting. And now you're getting rewarded, okay? What else we got? Dollar set for the worst week since June on U.S. policy nightmare. Trump's assessment of the turmoil he triggered, all of this, gold, everything in the markets. There's a lot going on. You have a lot to keep up with. Silver breaks past 100 for first time ever, new record high. So lots in the news and with Intel, okay? Guys, we sent out a couple signals today. This was just earlier, prior to just starting this call, there was a buy set up for above 49.80.75, and you can see it started to move to 86, so about 60 pips, and pulling back right now, okay? And guys, there's a free Telegram channel available to everybody on YouTube. It's pinned at the top of the channel. So it's all of the live links that we do, sessions with Dave in New York, trade recaps, free blogs. Everything is available in here. And if you want to become a member of the team, you want to become a sniper, you want to join us, stocksnipertrading.com. Lots of education, lots of live sessions throughout the week. We got blogs, and everything is available for you guys here, okay? And finally, guys, if you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you can join us on a daily basis. This is just, guys, I just want to show you the Canadian map over here. The orange is like Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. That's where it's extremely freezing. Like, look, -50. I'm over here in Ontario, so Ontario is right over here, and it can go out. Look, -45. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever felt that cold, freezing. Like, you're literally outside for 2 minutes and you can be get frostbite. Like, you won't feel your limbs. That's how cold it is. It's extremely cold. So I'm thankful to be inside in a warm home right now and trading with you guys. So let's see what's going on in gold. I'm going to do a top-down analysis. So you can see right now it is retracing down, right? It could just go down and go back up and make new highs, or come back and test these all-time highs again. So our new all-time high is 4,988. We're $12 short of 5,000. But yes, we could see some significant selling, but just don't, this was some significant selling, and look how it came right back up. There was some significant selling and it went right back up. There was some selling, went back up. There was like a double top where it came up, back down, and then you see it didn't really break this supporting level, and then it shot right through here again. So you have to be very careful, because this could be another one where it's coming down and continuing to go up. So counter trading rules apply. If you're going against the trend and you pick up 20, 30, 50, 100 pips, please understand to take some money out, or bring a stop loss to break even, or take some partials out, because you're going against this overall trend, right? And it's still very, very bullish, okay? Otherwise, you just wait for pullbacks, and you could be buying right now, and you're going to continue trading with the trend, and just use proper risk management when you're also trading with the trend. Okay, so let me just do a quick top down. I'm not going to take too much time because I want to get right into the charts. And look at the daily on gold. Like, this is unreal. Like, look at this. This is all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Just continuing 5 strong bullish candles, making higher highs and higher lows. If you look at the weekly, like this is the weekly candle. Look at it. It's ignited bullish, just breaking through, cutting through all this all-time high resistance. And there's no stopping this week. Like, it's unbelievable how strong it is, okay? So this is something you cannot fight. You just got to go with it. It is pumping right now. And we might even see 5,000 on today's session. Who knows? But right now on the daily, is there any kind of zones that we can identify? Okay, so below here, there was some resistance, turned into support. Let's just mark that up for... I don't think we're going to drop down all the way down into here today, but maybe next week or the week after, we got to know where there is some demand zones, okay? Now, look at all of these bullish candles. Like, I can just cut these things in half and just make points of interest. This bullish candle that closed above, cut it in half, orange line, point of interest, and if it ever pulls back there, I might be looking for an opportunity for a buy. What about this candle on Tuesday? There's half of Tuesday. We haven't retraced back into Tuesday. I can see Wednesday, midweek Wednesday. There was a midweek reversal starting. You see on Wednesday right here, and then Thursday started. It was bearish, 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 bearish. That was looking like it wanted to, reverse gold back down. However, look at where it found a bottom. The wick. 4,772 is above the opening balance, and then it got gobbled right back up. A lot of pending orders got triggered. There was a lot of patient buyers waiting, and they got activated. And then you see the candle came right back up to the opening position of the previous day and flipped, filled the wick. It did its job on the day. It did its job on that candlestick, and it closed relative right near the high with a short wick. And then now when we're looking, if I look at 50% of yesterday's volume, you see we have not came into it, came very close today. So now we're going to mark yesterday's close, and today's open is right here. Here's our closing balance. Opening balance around 4,936. When we opened, it was initially bearish, so it was coming down with some selling pressure. It was a black candle coming down. It was sellers, 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 and then you see they stopped right there. Okay, so you can see there was some pressure on the last 2 days to push gold down. However, the buyers are showing their strength coming in the markets. Look at where they came in today. 4,900, like on the dot. Nice psychological level. They're there, 4,900. And they reversed it back up. Short wick. There's your pop. And you've got your continuation of your bullish candle continuing to move. Now, we have a high of the day right there. There's our high of the day. 4,000, I would say, let's round it up to 4,990. That is our daily high, but it is also our new all-time high. So I'm just marking it with an orange line, and there is a tiny rejection there, but we still have a bullish candle that could easily, come back up and break and drive. So if we do, let's just mark up 5,000. Just get that nice psychological number out of the way. If we do hit that, and there could be a squeeze higher. Remember what I said yesterday. If you guys remember after the call, I marked up 49, what was it? 49 and a quarter. And when it came up there, I sold that. And that's exactly where it came into and got that sell and pushed down a little bit. So I made a recovery. So let's do the same thing. Let's just price discover. If it hits 5,000, let's say 5,025 would be like a next level, right? Next one would be 5,050. Next one, 5,075. And then your bigger one, your dollar figure, like your $100 one, would be 5,100. I can continue to do this depending on my time frame. Those are $25 moves, 5,000 to 520. So I know that that's 250 pips if it fills that. I'm a scalper, so maybe I'm more interested on $10 moves, like from 5,000 to 5,005 or 5,010. Then it's a 100 pip move, and I could mark that as well. How do I mark it? I mark it with like this cut line right here. If I'm like right there, I make it red. And that's my kind of for scalping. So if it breaks here and comes right up there, maybe I grab my 100 pips and I dip out of the market because there could be a pullback coming back down here. Then it breaks, then could break. Then it might not just fill all the way through there, but everyone has different time frames. I'm more of a scalper. You might be more of an hourly trader. So you're focusing on the bigger ones, okay? So strong daily candle. We can still see it's very, very strong. If I just cut this volume right now in half, like just cut it right now with what's there. I know it's closing in 5 hours. There's the open and here's where we are. If I just kind of gauge where 50% of that volume is, right there, 4,959, I would round it to 4,960 and just letting me know that what I'll do is I'll write on this yellow line so we know. Under the text, I will put this is 50% of the current daily volume, bullish volume, I should say, bullish volume, if I can spell bullish right, bullish volume, from the start of this call right now, okay? I can even put the time. What time is it? It's noon. Let's say 12 p.m. Eastern, okay? Right there. So then I know if it comes down here what this is, right? So you see where I just put that cut line, this yellow line represents 50% of the current daily bullish volume right now as of 12 p.m. Okay, so if it comes all the way down there, we know where it's coming. It's coming from what we just measured right now, okay? And remember, this is not accurate because this daily candle has not closed yet, but it's representing the current volume of the bar right now, okay? So now I'm just gonna come down to the hourly. Now I wanna see more specifically. Look at, there was a move, okay? So it got up to, you can see it drove up hourly, found some resistance right there, a high, and a high. There's the second top, and then it pushed down. There's the big liquidation bar that came all the way down. But you see, when it found the bottom, and then it came right back up. And then we got strong volume today at 10 a.m. and continuing. So right here at 11, right now, our current candle that's going to close in 90 seconds. See how it's utilizing the short wick, small, shallow pullback, continue pop and break to the all-time high right there. And we still have a bullish hourly candle. So this candle is going to close in 1 minute and 22 seconds. I'm going to wait right now. We're going to watch this hourly candle, where it's going to close, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half. We're going to figure out, we're going to dissect our hourly candle, okay? So right now, that's when it just came into the all-time high. Now it's getting pushed down. We have 60 seconds to go. So let's follow this bar and go right into the close, okay? And if you guys are joining us on YouTube, thanks everyone for joining. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and welcome everybody. Everybody on Zoom, thanks for joining. Good afternoon, guys. Happy Friday to everyone. Jumma Mubarak. Welcome, Sherry. It's nice to see you. Nice to hear from you. Thanks for joining. Kyle, welcome. Husky, thank you for joining, brother. Amaret, it's freezing cold. Stay warm, bro. Leo, welcome. Kyle, thanks for joining. Justin, welcome. Good morning. Sang, Vinay, welcome. Sergio, thanks for joining. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you. Kyle, welcome. Denny, my voice sounds frozen. Probably. It's freezing outside. Welcome, guys. Sang, you're in Mongolia and it's cold there too. We're probably colder than Mongolia right now. I think they said like Alberta, like in mid central Canada, it's going to be the coldest place on earth. They were saying. Okay, so look at our hourly candle. We got rejected, we closed, and now we just opened bearish. Okay, so if it comes down, let's say sellers push it down, come down. Maybe we'll come into 50% of our last hourly candle. So let's not guess now, because now we have a verification of a candle closing. So let's use our Fibonacci tool from the open close. Let's now figure out where 0.5 is. It's right there. So I use a white line for hourly. There's my white line. If I figure out a little bit of an hourly point of control of that, maybe right there, okay? So let's see if maybe the sellers come into here, if the buyers, push it out of here, or we lose this point of control, then we could be coming down, selling back down to this key yellow daily point of interest, that 50% of the daily candle. Okay, so right now we have still strong uptrend on the hourly. You can see it's making a move. It came up. Okay, this was a top, essentially double top, it pushed down, but gold didn't sell all the way down there. It found the bottom, it pivoted right back up, and it cut through the resistance, creating a new high and hitting a new all-time high. So if we pull back, will it hold there? Will it hold there? Will it continue, to drive and test? Okay. Right now, there is already a shallow pullback on the hourly candle. It just came, pulled back, and we're continuing to drive through here. Okay. So let's go on the 5 minutes and take a look at what's going on. So this is our 5 minutes. There was some significant selling right over here at London, 3:15 a.m., but then found the bottom at 3:30, hit the lowest point of the day at 4:30, came back up. This is like New York. We're coming into now 8 a.m. There's the 8 a.m. Look at 7:55, come right back up, 8 a.m., a big FU candle, and then they push it back down. Then it built its way back up. There was some North American news. There was COMEX market open, and then it continued to make highs, higher lows, new highs, higher lows, new highs, higher lows, new highs, all-time highs. And now you see where we're consolidating. Okay, look at the 5 minute price action now. Now we're getting these choppy candles. Okay, so all-time high, orange line. There is a couple rejections. So if I just mark it up like this to show us that that's where the resistance is now. Okay, it could easily break through this and create a new high. No problems. But right now, lower high, big bearish ignited candle pushing down, closing below at 11:45. That's a 15-minute candle. Then 11:50, we came back up. So right now the 5 minutes are holding some support right here. But what I would do is I would cut in half that bullish candle right there at 11:15 that closed above. And you can see it's already been retested, okay? So right now we are consolidating in this range with these type of spin top candles at noon, okay? I'm just going to check my spreads on gold right now. What's everyone's thoughts? I wouldn't be surprised if you guys say continuation like bullish. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? So like if you're bullish on gold, this is a pullback. Like maybe you're in a buy already and you're looking to break through here. Okay, this is the first 5 minute candle of noon. Maybe we just wait for another 1 minute to see where this is going to close. Okay, I'm going to add our SST bar indicator. I might change it because I normally leave it on the daily, but we know that the daily is very bullish. Okay, this is the daily candle, absolutely bullish. Maybe what I can do is I can change it to represent an hourly. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so you see, I just changed it to represent this hour. Okay, so this is our hourly candle. It just opened, it came down, came up, and it's just inside here. Okay. Normally I have it on the daily, but we all know that the daily candle is very bullish. But now let's just keep an eye on the hourly. Okay, so this candle is now closing right now. This is a 5 minute bar. It opened, it came down, didn't produce any new lows. We got a higher low coming right back up. So this could still technically build to come right back up. But then let's see the all-time high in this zone, if it still is intact, or they're going to break it out for a new high. Okay, right now, like if you were to trap all this volume, you can see that there's some inside consolidation right through here. Okay, so you see we got some sellers, we got some buyers, we got some sellers, we got some buyers, we got some sellers. So they're in here, they're battling it out, right? Both sides, buyers and sellers. And if I add some EMAs, we're still above the 9 EMA. So you can see a black candle has not physically closed below this 9 EMA. It's broken it. Like you can see, it impulsively broke below it. but has not technically closed below it, okay? So that's the short-term EMA. And then the longer one, the bigger one, is the 200 EMA. That's all the way down here, okay? So you can see how the 5-minute price action and the 9 EMA have diverged away from the 200 EMA, and that's why you still got this nice big bullish move continuing to drive, okay? So maybe we got to see physically, can we see a black candle maybe close below the 9 EMA? Maybe that could trigger some potentially some higher time frame selling to come into the market. And thank you everyone on YouTube for joining. Justin, welcome. Thank you for joining on YouTube too. Welcome guys. Eagle Eyes, what's going on? Sergio, welcome. Thank you for joining too. Remy, welcome. Good afternoon. Frank, welcome. AW, Rafi, welcome. Good afternoon, guys. Okay, so you see, look, it came right back in, pullback, continuing this trend, but now we can recognize patterns, hopefully. Okay, so this looks like it's building one top. Here's our neckline, the support, and then now it's coming up. So traditionally, this is where we would look for a double top in somewhere in this red zone right here, and then that's technically the pattern we would be looking for, right? Okay, so that's option one. Let's see if this plays out. Like, let's see if it gets rejected here. But we also know that there could be a liquidity grab, correct? We know that they could come up here and then produce a new all-time high and grab some liquidity. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch and see if they grab some liquidity here. Liquidity meaning some pending orders could trigger in there. But it could also come in there, trigger those, but create a new higher high. And then if it closes above there, we could be continuing to move further up, but let's just keep an eye on this, okay? So we're gonna see if they come in here and engage. Right now they haven't, okay? So it's a lower high, and we'll see if they engage and grab any liquidity here. Everyone following so far? And just remember, okay, so we're just recognizing patterns, but another pattern is that it could just continue breaking right through here, okay? It could come through here and break, right? New all-time high. Then what we look for is closing volume. If it does, then we'll make this zone green, and maybe we're bouncing and we're continuing to buy, and maybe up to 5,000, okay? So I'm giving us kind of like options. This one can be, this yellow one can be option one, right? We'll see if it plays out. So we'll write here, like this could be option one. Right? And then we could also get an option two, this move. Or we're just going to continue kind of trading inside here. And we're in an accumulation consolidation phase, okay? And then this is where you use kind of maybe feeler trades if you're speculating. Let's say, for example, it comes in here and it gets pushed down. Maybe you're testing out a sell. I would go, smaller sizing until we get kind of like confirmation that the sellers can maybe close it below this neckline. Then we have that further push. Because we also have this strong hourly block in the market that if sellers are selling into here, this could be where pending buyers are waiting, just like they were right over here, right? Okay, so now we're traveling up into here now. Now it might actually test in here. Okay, and then the other option, what we got to look for is like a liquidity grab and a rejection. So something like this, where they spike it out through here, following option two, but with no closing volume above. They spike it through here. Let's say they hit that liquidity pool, this, and then maybe it gets rejected with like a wick, and it comes back down, closes below our red zone, and then we could be going down, okay? So that is our option three, if they kind of fake out and spike the liquidity there, okay? So what we're looking for is, right here, we're looking for a fake out Okay, so we're looking for a fake out up there. And then this one is option 3. Okay. Does this help, guys? Does this make it like clear? It's not, again, but these are the 3 typical options that price action does on a daily basis, right? But gold is on a different level right now. Gold is, it's trading very, very, very bullish. Like it's not following real technicals right now. It's only following trading with the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. So like if you're buying pullbacks, you're doing really well in gold right now. If you're trying to sell, you could be doing well if you know what to look for in a counter trade. However, if you're struggling with that, you could be doing a lot of damage to your account, right? So just let's see what the price action presents us without forcing any trades. If you have a gut feeling, then just go in with a smaller sizing until you have complete confirmations. Okay, so we're now coming back into this red zone. We've already transacted in here at 11:25 prior to us starting the call. 11:30, there was the new 30-minute candle. Then they pushed down, and then it came in there again and tested, and then that we had that leg that pushed all the way down right there. But it traded right into 50% of that bullish candle, held, and then now we're coming right back up, now testing through here. Okay, so now we're a couple dollars away from a new all-time high and a new higher high. So this is what we got to keep an eye on. This liquidity here. So kind of the area that I'm focusing on is up here now. Justin, pip and dip on sells. Yeah, like I live by that. That's whenever I'm counter trading, it's in my mind to pip and dip. I don't worry about what could have happened. Like if I was in this sell and I grabbed those 50, 100 pips, and then I grab them, and then all of a sudden this blue can, and then it started dumping down to there. Again, I don't worry about that, right? I just understand I got some money. I did the right thing. Counter trading rules. I follow rules every single day. So that's the difference between me and some other traders. I follow rules. I don't trade with what could have happened or what should have happened, right? The volume when it closes will tell you exactly what happens. Okay, now we got 60 seconds to go on this candle. It was very bullish. Ignited candle open, came right into that red zone, and the sellers are active. They're there. I can tell by the wick of the candle. However, the candle body is still a big bullish candle. So there's still active buyers in there, okay? Now, how will this candle close? Will it close like this, an inverted hammer? Will the sellers flip it down as a shooting star? Then it could be triggering this second leg pushing down. Like now, let's see. Now we can see something. Did they come up here, break for a new all-time high? Did they come grab the liquidity? No, that is technically a lower high. But now we just got to see how the candle closes in the next 20 seconds. So it's still got the big body of volume. It came down. It kind of refueled itself. Now it's coming, trying to ride back up that wick and break out. If it closes with this bullish volume, the next candle could advance with a bullish open and continue driving up because we still have buyers active. Okay, there's the close bullish. It inverted hammer candle. Okay, it's a hammer candle that's upside down. So it opened very strong. It came up, sellers pushed it down, and it closed right there. So you still see how it's still got some bullish volume. So now the next candle advances, how I just said, opening bullish with that advancement, but just came up again, lower high with that red zone, and we got some like a light volume, right? You can see it's kind of tapering off. So the buyers are maybe getting exhausted here. So all you need is like a big offer to come in here, and this could trigger that second leg pushing down, right? So I'm trying to show you guys how everything looks in real time and then how we decide to go about taking a trade. Does this help, guys? This way, this more like education style with me writing what's going on. Let me know. You know, this is how I used to learn myself. I used to write things down. Now with over practice, obviously with time watching this, I don't need to write these down for myself personally. But for you guys, you know, like me talking really fast, maybe you don't understand when I say it's a fake out, liquidity grab, this, that. I want you guys to actually see in real time what happens, okay? It's going to require patience on our part, right? So if I do a poll, option 1 is the M pattern that could be creating right now. Or option 2 is the break for a new all-time high, close above, retest this, and go to 5,000. Or like the fake breakout, this one, option C. What would you guys go with? 1, 2, or 3? Just add those numbers. Either 1, 2, or 3. A lot of you guys are ones, so you guys think that the M is going to hold up and push down? Someone just texted me their option. You guys are hilarious. Someone just in the group texted me, Ron, I think number 2. That's funny. I appreciate you texting me. Yeah, you guys can text me if you guys want. No worries. I'm gonna get a burner phone just for YouTube and for streaming. I'll give you guys the number. I'll get another phone line, and it will be for you guys to direct message me if you guys want. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so it opened bearish, came down, but look at the wicks, higher low, higher low. So we are technically still pushing up, strong move. But let's see, now we're still transacting in this red zone. That's where it got rejected there, rejected there. Now we're breaking, okay? We're just a couple points away from new all-time high and advancing this trend. Now we got to see, here's the liquidity inside here. What's going to happen now? Okay. A lot of you guys are saying, okay, I see now 2, 2, 2, 2. I see one of you guys say fake out 3. And option 1 are you guys up here. Excellent, Sherry. You made your daily goal today with the gold buys. Excellent. What a way to finish off the Friday, Sherry. What a way to finish off the week. I'm proud of you. Excellent. That's all. That's basically what trading is all about. Just hit your goals and that's it, you know, and wrap it up and be proud of yourself and go on with all your other things you do in life, you know. Trading is not everything in life, guys. I just want to make you guys understand that, okay? Trading is obviously for some of us, that's what we do to make some money, but there's more things in life than just trading, okay? Don't get over-consumed with the charts. I see someone message me, said, Ron, I'm spending 24 hours on the charts. It's a little excessive. It's too much, guys. You know, you're gonna get drained out, right? Couple hours a day is good. I know when you're learning, you want to put in all the time. I understand. I did it too. But when I look back, I had to because I had no one teaching me this stuff. So I had to. But you guys got Dave here. You guys got myself. You have the whole sniper community. Like there's elite traders in there, like Forex Borix. He's always in the commodities channel, just to name a few. Always helping the team. Like right here, I'm in the Discord. Here's Husky sharing the charts. Forex Borix here is with the Fibonacci's and the levels. Newt. Some traders are doing good. I see Armand, you're in a sell right now. We got to be careful, okay? Let's see now. Now we got some development. Now we came in there, didn't break that all-time high. We have a bearish candle. Let's see. Can we see a black engulfing candle? Like we got to see something like the sellers to engulf. Like, it doesn't help us just seeing a black candle come down and go back up, right? I want to see like a black engulfing candle, at least to see that they can, they have more delta is selling than there is current buyers. And we just don't see it as of yet right now. Okay, and there's lots going on. The commodities channel is very busy right now because obviously gold is, it's fun. It's fun to watch right now. It's fun to trade, but normally we're trading Dow Jones, NASDAQ, things like that. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 more minutes to go. We're working the second top, okay? It's not like just like this move where it came up, it pulled down and just drove and continued to go up. Now we have like the second top, okay? But this is where I always say traditionally the second top should show strong selling volume. I don't see it, right? So this could be a failed second top, okay? Not all patterns are 100% correct, right? It's good to recognize patterns and know that they have probabilities, but this could just continue driving through here and create a new higher high because it's in a trend. It's trending right now. So it's difficult to break a trend. That's why I want to see at the second top here if it could actually kind of break. We had one earlier today. Here was one where it came up, one top. You see it came down, big significant selling candle, and then it stopped right there. So we found neckline. Then it came up again. There's a fake out. See where it closed above, and then the sellers brought it right back down, okay? But there's the second leg. So right there, traditionally, it should have broke right there. But you see how they held it? A wick, a wick, a wick, and then it started that bull move again, okay? So that's what we got to understand, and that's what we're looking for. Now, again, we're at that second top. We have the black candle still could come down and engulf, okay? So we're trading in the second top. They haven't spiked any liquidity above here. They haven't broke for a new all-time high yet, okay? But we have some selling pressure now, okay? So now this is the second top. Now we got some bearish volume in the market here showing. So let's wait now 90 seconds. Let's see if this one is actually confirmed black volume closing. Not just like this where it was a black candle come down and then it went right back up, right? Let's see if we can see an engulfing bearish candle. I'm not saying like that's it. That's like means that's it selling, but let's just see the sellers close out and engulf a bar. I haven't seen it yet, so I'd like to see it. I always, when I trade, I say to the buyers or the sellers, whatever bias I have, I'm like, prove to me, show me. Now they're showing, okay, that's a significant selling candle at the second top. They did not spike liquidity, so we're following option 1 still. Now, I said we didn't have a black bar close below the 9 EMA as of yet, okay? You see they broke it, but did not close below it. There we just tapped into it again, and it's coming right back up. Now we got 20 seconds to go into the close. So we're going to follow the closing price because when it came down there, now the buyers are asking to trade back up. Okay, and please guys, just trade with proper risk management. If we do take a trade, I'm trading with my proper risk management. I know it's a Friday afternoon. I don't want to do anything silly. I've had a good week trading on gold this week, and I don't want to do anything going into the weekend. Okay, here's the closing, bearish engulfing. Okay, so there is a wick. It opened, ignited, bullish. So if it comes in, maybe it's going to test 50% of it. If it doesn't, it could be shallow pullback and we could get still selling pressure coming down now, okay? So it is ignited. Look at the bullish open. It is ignited, okay? We could be leaning towards selling. However, it is a bullish strong open. Now it's coming up. So let's see if there is a reaction at 50% of the bar. If it can't hold 50% of the bar, then we're traveling back into this red zone. We've already got a lower high. They've established like a second top with a bearish engulfing candle. So all we got to do now is kind of sellers need to reject this bullish volume, or otherwise it will continue to break through. There's the rejection. So we could basically see the candle flip and then start pushing down. However, we still don't have a black candle closing below this green line, this EMA, if you do use it, okay? I'm going to go into sell. I'm going to enter. I'm going to now follow the volume and see if I can get some closing volume to get below that green line so it can advance further down. So I'm basically going on an impulse if you follow this 9 EMA. However, I'm not following the 9 EMA. I'm following the price action. Okay, I'm following it came into the second top. It didn't create a new high, didn't grab the liquidity. We have a bearish engulfing candle coming down. It's retested right there. And now those are my confirmations, right? So when I go into the trade, now I just look, where am I going to place my stop loss? I could be right there, just above the all-time high, above the previous high. That's like a tight stop loss. I could be a little bit into that liquidity. But remember, if they come up there and grab my liquidity, spike there, and then I get stopped out, then they could really drop it down. So some traders say they want to be like maybe above liquidity levels. That's up to you. It's basically how much you're willing to risk. I'll go halfway in it. And what I'm targeting is this red line. I'd like to see if we can come back down where it stopped right there. And maybe with more selling pressure, more volume, more selling to the downside, we break this red line and maybe travel down to that top of that green zone. So I'm going in with option one, okay? But I'm also counter trading, right? I'm going against the trend. But what I'm going with is the second top is intact. So now I just got to rely on higher time frame sellers to come in and start pushing the markets down. So this is where you can look on the 15 minutes. The 15 minutes also have like a second top. So they came up, back down, came up, and now I got like the 15-minute candle that's going to close in 2 minutes. It is actually coming down too, okay? So you can see I got now confluence with 15 minutes. 30 minutes, I have it already came up, got rejected in the red box. Now just this 30-minute candle, if we can flip it bearish, we might be moving down into the next 30 minutes. And I know that's happening in 2 more minutes. So this is where you're going to get a lot of volatility. Now, going into 12:30, a new 30-minute candle. So everything looked okay on the shorter time frames, but you know, higher time frames, and when you're in a trend, that's what we're trying to break, okay? But I like that what we have intact, okay? So you kind of got to go with your gut, use proper risk management. Like I know if I get stopped out, I'm not losing my home. I'm not betting my entire grocery bill. I'm not paying my rent, like betting everything. It's not my life savings. I understand the risk. I understand if I get stopped out, it's a loss, but I'm still good for the day. I'm still in profit. Okay, but let's see now. Let's follow. So we got a new low. We had a retest. It's intact. We need, remember what I said, we don't have black closing volume below the 9 EMA yet. Okay. It's not easy to sell against an uptrend. Okay, it's one of the hardest things to do in trading. But what I say is a second top is better than just one top. Second top traditionally has the more powerful volume. Let's see if it plays out. Let's see, number one, if we can just get black volume to close below the 9 EMA. I go candle by candle, right? Candle by candle. I let the candles do the talking. Still following this. Okay, 20 seconds to go into the close. Option one is playing out currently. But we're going into 12:30. So there's a lot of manipulation that happens at these 30-minute candles, at these new hourly. Why do they do this? It's to grab liquidity, right? So we did not close below the 9 EMA. So they open now bullish strong. So this could be one of these kind of like liquidation candles where it's big, strong, bullish candle ripping right through here to take sellers' stop losses, right? Let's see if that happens. Otherwise, we're looking for lower highs to continue to control this volume and push down. So it could retest the previous high where it got rejected. If it breaks there, then we still have our big red zone above us, okay? So we're basically selling the second top of the all-time high on a Friday afternoon, starting at 12:30 here. And it's still strong and bullish. Where it's holding is, see this consolidated zone that I had this neutral box across? It's still holding. Now it's ripping right through here. Okay, so this is what I said. It's a liquidation candle. Okay, and they come at these high time frames, 12:30, or like new 30-minute candles, new 1 hour candles. You know that drop we had after the call yesterday? It was a new 4-hour bar, if you guys saw that. We ended the call, and then when that new 4-hour candle started, that's where it got rejected at that 49.25 and pushed the market down. So this could be one that's coming through here to activate pending orders. Hopefully it gets rejected and can push down without breaking through here. But I know that it could be coming grabbing liquidity, but that's where you place your stop loss, right? And then I don't want to be part of that uptrend. That's my maximum risk on this double top. Because if it starts ripping through here, I know it's trending, and then it could be going to 5,000 even higher. And I don't want to be stuck in a sell-in, holding and hoping and praying. This is as much room as I'm giving it to breathe for the sellers. If the sellers are not here in this location, then they're not going to be higher. Then the buyers will just rip through there. Okay? So that's how I go about trading. I'm a very technical trader. And you see it was a very strong open. It came up blue, but they've rejected it. That is technically a lower high. We're still below the red zone, but we just got to continue offering to all of this bullish volume and flip this candle down and get it to close below this 9 EMA, because we have not had that as of yet. How did I decide on the parameters of the white box? Right here, where this blue candle and this black candle, I just based it off of these two candles and kind of trapped it inside here, right? Just utilizing just a couple bars just to look at the volume. And you see that's where it's still holding, right at the top of this box. Still got a lot of support. So now you see it came down and now it's filling back up. So these buyers are asking to trade again at this all-time high and continue to basically rip it out of here. So then it would be like a failed option one, right? If it doesn't work out. You know, I was in profit if I was just looking for a quick little scalp, but that's not what I was intending on doing here, right? If I just wanted to get in and out and grab 20 pips, pip and dip, that's normally what I look for, but this was, we're giving it room to breathe, to develop, to see if it actually plays out here. But remember, I don't judge a candle until it officially closes, correct? Right? So I know now it came all the way up there and the sellers are there offering again, rejecting it back down with 60 seconds to go. Okay, I judge a candle on a close. If I'm watching a 5-minute candle, unfortunately, I got to watch the full five minutes. If I'm watching a 1-minute candle, I watch an entire 60-second candle. If I'm watching an hour, here it is. This is our hourly bar right over here. So we can't judge this until it closes. So now again, we have an inverted hammer candle, but we do have some selling pressure. We have a wick located in the red zone with a lower high. So technically they are offering lower there. That's what we want when we're selling a second top. But it's just holding this opening balance of this candle. It's still very strong. It's not easy to flip a candle. And you see the bullish volume? Like we had this inverted hammer, very similar candle. And then look at the advancement on the next candle. Okay, so if this closes right there again, next candle could be blue and still pushing up. Okay, so there's the close blue. We have an ignited bearish open. Okay, so this is different. It opened ignited bearish. Okay, but you see how quickly we lost it? It opened ignited bearish. It was coming down and right away it flipped and turned blue. Okay, normally if an ignited bearish candle is going to hold, it opens ignited and it's continuing to push down. Okay, but now see the red line? It's utilizing this level as resistance. Okay, so now we're kind of consolidating right in here now, below this red line at the top of this consolidated zone. Maybe we get a bear flag to continue to push down. However, it's a higher low and we're still trending up. So it's a fight between the buyers and sellers right now, right below this all-time high zone. And the trend it favors the buyers, right? I'm going against the trend. So it's not easy to break this. It's easier for the buyers to just buy and rip right through here, which they are showing. So look at the candle. It's doing its job. It's backfilling that wick. Can it create a new high and then come higher, or are they going to reject it down with equal highs? And just this, because we're here for education as well. So just this inverted hammer that held this blue volume is what's causing this candle to continue to move up, okay? If this candle flipped and it was black and it closed below here, we could have had that ignited open and we could have been dropping down into here. So just pay attention to the bodies of the candles as well, guys. We're here for learning purposes, okay? We're here for Friday education. I want you guys to understand that. It's live, we're live trading, we're in a live trade, but I want you guys to understand this so when you're trading on your own, you guys know. That was an inverted hammer and it's still holding that bullish volume and it held up. Had we flipped this candle, I can kind of play it out if we've already flipped it. If it flipped and it was a shooting star and we closed down here, we would have got that ignited open and we would have been dropping down through here, okay? However, there's too many buyers still here on gold at this all-time high. So that's why this is a risky trade. This is like a risky trade, okay? But you got to use lower risk when you're trading on risky setups. I'm going against the trend. We had the double top play out, but it's just failing right down here at 49.82. So we need sellers to continue to offer and start bidding down into here so we can push the market down through here. But the buyers are saying, nope, that's not happening. We're asking to trade at the all-time high. And my stop loss is tight, guys. I'm telling you, it's very tight. I know some of you guys will say, yeah, it's a pretty substantial pip stop loss, but it's just a few points above the all-time high. It is technically very tight. I'm right in that liquidity. I'm showing you. Because yesterday you saw when I got spiked out of the liquidity and then the move reversed. I got to also see the news, guys, because sometimes we get some late Friday news. Just want to see if there's anything. No, there's still no news in the market. Okay, so we have another minute to go on this candle. It came up there, got rejected. Like if I just move my red line, I can see, okay, so we got like equal highs. They're lower than this. So that's good, but still this bullish volume could break right through there, okay? Equal highs are nice. I know that they're trying to push it down. You can tell that they're trying. They're offering equally, not allowing a new higher high to break through there, okay? But the bullish volume is continuing. It shows just how strong the buying strength is. So now we're revisiting right up there, that previous high. Here's the close in 30 seconds. Okay, and that's the all-time high right there. That's the daily high, right? I think buyers, they want 5,000 close today. They want 5,000 close. Okay, so you see this one has blue volume and it closed above. So look at before the candle opens, it prints ignited. Short wick, this is going to pop. This is going to break this all-time high. And my stop loss is up there. I will verbally, I see they gapped up the candle. Wow. So this is manipulation. When you gap up a candle, they're looking to spike this liquidity. See, they need to cheat to get it up there. They need to gap up a candle. I can see it on my broker. It doesn't show on this FX CM broker, but on mine it shows. They gapped up the candle in order to trigger that liquidity up there. That's basically, if we're playing a game, we're cheating. We're cheating. I'll be straight up and tell you guys the honest truth. They gapped up the candle up there, okay? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but they bypassed a lot of orders to go and trigger the higher orders. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I know it's difficult to visualize this, what I'm saying, because we can't see it on the chart. But on my broker, they gapped up a candle, bypassing orders to trigger this liquidity right below the all-time high. Holy shit. Like, sometimes you don't see this live. And now it's pushing back down. If they triggered all those and it's a big bearish candle coming down, this could literally trigger this selling leg. But there's still so much buyers like buying these higher lows that I'm going to get stopped out. If it just flips, then it will break right through there. But they needed the help of a gapped up candle. That's how desperately gold is trying to break this all-time highs and get to 5,000 this afternoon. Like, when I see that, I'm like, this is such bullshit that like I get sick to my stomach seeing this shit. Like, I hate exposing the markets, but it's basically like cheating against retail traders. And I'm happy you guys get to see this shit live. Expose these motherfuckers. So we got to let the candle officially close. It's a spin top indecision. Half the time has gone by, 2.5 more minutes to go. We're still transacting in that big red zone. Okay, it's coming down to the halfway point, the point of control of this candle. Still the buyers are there. I would love to see a nice bearish engulfing candle get back down here, but there's just so much buying support holding this thing up. And we're going into a 15-minute candle in the next 2 minutes. So we're going to have a new 15-minute bar as well, 12:45. Hopefully we get a nice bearish engulfing candle, can engulf this or close. I'd like to see the black volume close back below the red zone, like reclaim the red zone, right? If we're closing inside the red zone, then the buyers could just continue easily to break through here. Because that gapped up candle, they bypassed a lot of orders and they triggered the higher orders. So this will really tell the direction that we move. Like, I follow candlesticks as they open, gap up, gap downs, closing everything. They call me the candle whisperer. I'm joking. Nobody calls me that. It might be option 2. Yeah, if it's option 2, I'm out, right? Then I got to respect option 2. Option 2 is breaking. I get stopped out, right there, because it could close back above there, new all-time high blue, and then I make this red zone green, and it could pull back, and then it's gone to 5,000. So yeah, I respect option 1, I respect option 2, I respect option 3. I'm in option 1, and I could be incorrect, but you can see, guys, I'm literally showing you all the different options, okay? There we go. Okay. So did we spike? Did they gap it up? But there was a big tranche of sell orders that, you know, when you look at Delta and they come and they trigger all those orders, maybe they thought those were pending buy orders. Those were a shit ton of sellers maybe got activated and now they're pushing the market down. So I'm right back down. That was an engulfing candle. Get my cut line, represent 50% of that. Now, this is when you kind of want to see a new 15-minute candle. You came down. Maybe they absorb a few more buyers and then really redistribute it. This is the time to do it. If I can see a time to short the market, this is the moment right now. Like, this is where they have to do it with that gapped up candle. You cannot fail on this opportunity. This is where you really have to, all those buyers they sucked in, this is where you got to redistribute it to the downside. And I literally mean this. Like, this is, if it doesn't come all the way down to this red line, like for 50, 60, 70 pips, then it just shows how strong the depth of market is for buyers on gold. And then we got to continue to consolidate up here in this range. Okay, so you see how we escaped that? And look at it, it's like equal highs where they gapped it up. I know you don't see it on this candle, but they gapped it up. It was equal highs with that daily high and the all-time high. Man, I think this is the worst time to be trading. Like, you know how we're doing these times, 11 a.m., noon, 1 p.m.? This is literally like dead zone in the times to trade, especially gold. Okay, because COMEX closes at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. But there was a lot that happened in that 5-minute candle. I hope I explained it properly to you guys. I know for some of you guys that understand a little bit about depth of market, maybe you understand more what happened in that bar. See how strong it is. Like right there, when we closed, it opened bearish and just dropped right there. And this flip of the candle, like, is just showing the strength of the buyers. Okay, good rejection right at the red line at 50%. Now they're pushing it back down to the opening balance of this candle. It's a small doji spin top candle. This is where let's redistribute. Like, get some selling pressure pushing down. And notice we still don't have like a black candle that closed below that 90 EMA. The last one did, but it didn't close strong below it, like with nice big black volume. So we got to continue playing this out. You know what I mean? When I say trading is not easy, you can see it's not easy. It's not. Even when you're trading with the trend, like here, if you're buying, it's not easy. When you get stuck in like a dead zone in the market, it's very difficult. But if you're not over risking, if you're not over leveraging, then you should be able to focus on what's going on. I've already calculated my loss. I've already calculated my win in my head prior to taking the trade. I know if I got stopped out, I know how much money I'm losing. I'm okay with that. I've already justified that prior to taking the trade. That's how I can focus my mindset to the price action and not focus on, oh my God, I'm going to lose this much money. Oh my God, I'm panicking. I'm going to blow up my account. No, I'm actually physically watching what's going on. Even if it comes down here in profit, I know how much I can make. That's when I know it's enough. Take my money out, partials, whatever it is. And then we're going into 1 p.m. soon. So, this is our hourly candle. Our hourly candle is going to close in 12 minutes, and it's still got bullish volume. We haven't flipped it yet. So a good target to flip the hourly candle is 49.80 right there, because I can see where my hourly bar opened up, 49.80. If I can get black volume sellers to close below 49.80, that could advance us in our next hour to be selling. Okay, and you see where the dogfight is? Look at where the buyers and sellers are fighting right here at this critical area, right on top of my consolidated zone, right up there. Holy shit. Arman, nice, good profits. Your sell sides, huh? Wow, but got to really break this. Now, if I ask you guys now, option 1, 2, or 3, what would you guys say now? After walking through all of that with me, what would you guys say now? Would you say option 1 is still valid? Option 2, you think it's going to come break through there and be a new all-time high? Or like fake outs? We haven't had that fake out. They didn't come up there, grab the liquidity and spike it yet. Okay, so closed as a bullish spin top, still holding bullish volume. Okay, indecision in the candle, but still, I got to give credit to the buyers where credit is due. They closed it. Now we're opening up bearish again, so pushing down. So this candle being bearish its job is to fill that previous wick and produce a new lower low. If it fails to do that, then the buyers will step in and then they'll do their job filling that wick. If it doesn't advance above that wick or that wick, then we got an inside bar continuing to consolidate inside here. So it's tough, it's bullish, coming right back up, retesting, 50% of that candle, that previous wick, they got rejected. So I still see that there is sellers present, but see how thin the volume is now? Because we're going into an hour, and then the new hour is going to explode, like, right? So when you get this kind of little inside, like, thin volume, there's going to be a big move. It's either going to be to the upside, or we might get that move we're looking for to the downside. Unbelievably tough to break this. Holy shit. But think about it. If it breaks here, like a lot of these buyers, maybe their stop losses are all down here. So if this technically breaks, you could see a big liquidation black candle coming through here. I could say the same for up here. All of the sellers, they've got stop losses up here. So you could see a big blue candle coming through liquidating, right? We're going to see something very, very soon. It's either going to be a big blue candle breaking through here or a big black candle coming down. And the way it's looking, the buyers are still have the upper hand. Suspense on a Friday, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed yet, guys. If you like play-by-play price action, join SST. We break things down. Okay, so we've got a candle flip, lower highs, below 50%, below our red zone, equal highs at the all-time high. Everything is kind of like check mark, check mark, check mark, but I don't see the sellers redistributing the volume to finish off the move. This is where we need the Mortal Kombat, the finish him move, the sub-zero move right now. It's sub-zero temperatures outside, it's minus 50, but I got to see a sub-zero cold candle come right through here. I don't want just this to come down and get a wick and go back up. I want a liquidation candle. Okay, so we're moving down. I'm in the money if that's what I want. That's almost 40 pips, okay? But we want to see if let's follow the volume, okay? That's what I like to do on this call, is follow the volume. Follow the money. Follow that fuck you candle where they gapped it up. That's us to the brokers saying, fuck you. Pardon my French. French Canadian. Tabarnak. Tabarnak? Is it Tabarnak? Do we got any Montreal Canadians here? What is it? Tabarnak? French Canadians? Okay, we flipped the hourly candle. So now if I like 40, 50 pips of profit, I can reduce risk, okay? We can reduce risk if you like. Holy shit. 50, 60 pips, okay? You can go to a break even, you can trail. Otherwise, we follow the volume and we go with it. Let's see if it can break that low. Does it have enough to break that? Wow. Whew, that's 75 pips. I'm going to a break even at that red line. Okay, right now, enough. I'm at break even now. Up 75 pips. I'm going to close 80% down there. There's the liquidation candle. Holy fuck. Tabarnak coles. There it is, guys. This candle, that gapped up candle that didn't advance, this is what it produced. Guys, show some respect. We do this live with you guys. Look at that. Okay, right down to the green zone, right down to the hourly, right down to the white line. Oh, wow. Happy Friday. Juma Mubarak, everybody. Right there. Guys, do what you want, please. But that's 130 pips right there. Maybe more. Here we go. We're cutting maybe 150. But this is a green zone. Remember, we're trading in a green zone, okay? But we flipped. Okay, I'm going to close the entire trade. That's enough pancakes for me. I'm closing the entire trade. Let's all say it. Fuck you, market makers. With that gapped up bullshit candle up there. I told you guys, They gapped up the market, very suspicious up there. On my broker, it showed it. On this FX SCM, it doesn't show it. Do you guys have that gapped up candle at check your charts, please, guys. Check yours. 12:40 p.m. Eastern. Do you guys see a gapped up candle? Let me know. Option 1 for the win. Holy shit. So if it comes down to that yellow line, that's 50% of that current daily volume that we were doing. Wow, guys. Okay, I'm no longer in this trade. I'm living through you guys if you guys are still in it. But now we got to continue. We got a job to do. Our job's not over. Okay. If it closes below here, we flip that zone red because it could be coming right back up. And if it gets rejected here, going into the new hour, because look, guys, watch. We're gonna walk into a new hour. Watch how momentum can switch. Watch. Let's see. Okay. I love this session. This is like a master class of showing you guys technical analysis. I don't even know how to go and review everything with you guys because I did every single one of these candles. That's when I took the trade right there. Showed you guys. I even had a pretty tight stop loss. I was only halfway up here. They almost tagged me. But I know the games that they play. Guys, please take some money out. It is a Friday. It will make my entire weekend if you guys please at least be at a break even. Number 1, be at a break even. Don't get greedy. Guys, please don't get greedy. Don't be silly. Okay, this is a 200 pip move. 200 on 2 candles. Okay, I used to trade for 1 week to make 200 pips. I'm telling you guys, the volume in the markets is ridiculous right now. That's why if you're learning how to trade, this is the time to learn how to trade. But use risk management. Okay. So option 1 played out. Option 2 never played out. Option 3 never played out. There was no spike of liquidity. Okay, so you see how it held up. The second top, it took the third top. That gap up, boom, and that's what happens. Okay, so sometimes what I do is like when I'm studying, I move this and to represent this as the entire second top. All of that, all of that traffic, that was kind of like the second top. And then this is the redistribution. Holy guys, please in YouTube, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel. It's freezing cold over here. It's minus 40, minus 45. Give us some love over here in Canada. Yes, we're not the 51st state of America. This is Canada over here. We're Canadians, eh? We love our Americans, but you got to show us Canadians some respect. We can trade out here in Canada. Good job, guys. Wow. Justin, look at all of yourselves. Unbelievable. Armand, you close. Drive safely, bro, please. Armand is my Albanian brother. Wow, guys. Okay, great job. Wow, we now 1 p.m. Look, guys, watch. We're going into 1. Okay, so if you wanted to buy a pullback, you could definitely look now to buy pullbacks. But now you could be buying against a trend coming down. Look how beautiful that played out. It took time to develop because a lot of buyers wanted that new all-time high. We got it. Sergio, nice, brother. But what I want you guys to take from today's call was that gap up 1240 candle. Make sure you check your charts in your broker if you see that. Okay, that was a big tell. That was a big clue. That was like when I talk about clues, that was when I spotted that. I caught it. Like I knew what was developing. But that's part of your education, guys. So we did close below the green zone. Just go through the basics. Remember, we let the candles do the talking, not Ron. The candles do the talking. I just analyze, right? Okay, so I flipped it red. Now you see, if you wanted to buy a quick pullback, you follow the wick. It got rejected. It's carrying the momentum into 1 p.m. right there. That could have been a beautiful, just a scalp, just right at 1, just coming up, and you're up 50, 60 pips right now. Could even go higher, right? You just got to follow it. Deep, deep, deep. It came down almost to that 50% of our current daily bullish 12 p.m. candle. Remember when we started the call? That's what we marked up. So they held it higher low. If I was analyzing, I would have seen like 50% of that came in, back up. Now it's coming in. Okay. So this was a massive bearish candle. This one, 100%, guys, let's cut in half and let's find the point of control, because this candle at 1250 closed below all of this structure. So if I'm just following it to continue to trade, opening price, closing price, look at where it stopped, right at that hourly pivot right there, guys. Man, please learn this. Dave and I and all the snipers will teach you. If you support us on YouTube, and all you got to do is just leave a like and subscribe, we will teach you a financial education. It could change your life if you follow risk management. If you're a gambler, we're not here to help you. But we can go to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is offering our Canadian dollar at parity to go to Las Vegas. They're basically begging Canadians to come to Las Vegas because Las Vegas is ghost town. Should we all go to Vegas? I get good. My dollar is 1 for 1. I used to go to Vegas all the time, and I had to get $1 American dollar, I had to pay $1.30, $1.40 Canadian. I can go now and get 1 for 1. Justin, you down? Maybe this trade can pay for the vacation. Let's go play some poker. We'll look for poker tells at the table, just like, guys, trading is like poker, right? That 1240 candle was a tell. It's a clue, right? When you're playing poker, if someone is bluffing, right, you got to be able to catch them on that. So that's how you got to learn how to trade too. You got to look for clues, right? We followed the technicals today. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1 worked out, and we had a lot of watch it. Like, go back and review what happened. Like when they came down, look, we didn't get any black volume closing below the 90 MA. They came back up. They gapped the candle up right there. Should have broken for the new all-time high. But you see how it came down and it was bearish engulfing. Cut it in half. Rejected. And then there was, I was telling you, remember, guys, please play this. Like, it's live. I tell you guys, go back and rewind. I told you there was either going to be a liquidation candle to the upside or a big black candle liquidating to the downside, right? And remember when it was coming down 40, 50 pips, I said, I don't want to close the trade out yet because I want that liquidation because I held in drawdown. So I want to get paid now. So there's a difference when you understand these things in trading that will take you to the next level that you got to go. And look at that. If you were patiently waiting to buy a pullback, the market sold off to you and you could have bought, like that wick could have been triggered right in there. But this candle right away, if you just waited patiently and you didn't want to sell, but you wanted to buy the pullback, there's the pullback coming up over 100 pips right now. Okay. You know what I mean? But that's how markets move, guys. Okay. Now I told you 1 p.m. This is when it started all the volatility. Look at it. This was like the calm before the storm. Literally, when we're talking about this stuff, this was the calm, there's the storm, and now you got crazy volume. This is when markets start to get erratic, bigger volume. This is when you got to adjust your trading size and things like that. When you see how the market is moving, you have to move with the markets, guys. You got to switch up your lot sizing. You got to, when you follow the move, you can hit it with another trade. That's why I use speculating trades. A lot of traders still don't understand what the use of feeler trades is. You could feel all this out. Then when you get that clue, that's when you hammer it, right? That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys on a daily basis. That's how I trade, right? And I'm trying to relay this to you guys in a live environment with live trading, play-by-play, on these 5 minutes. And I hope for those that are paying attention, I pray to God every day it's helping you guys understand this. And I know I talk fast in situations like this because you got to break those candles down. Like when you see something that you're looking for, then you'll know. And it just takes experience. It just takes practice. I'm no better trader than you that reading these candlesticks. It's just I probably have a little bit more years of experience looking at these things. So now that you saw that 1240 gapped up candle, maybe now you're going to start to see these more often. Okay? That's how you're improving on trading, guys. Guys, that's it. That was a perfect session. I like these sessions. We come in for a little bit. We break things down. We make a little bit of pancakes and we get out, okay? But that's it from me, guys. I got a few things to do this Friday afternoon. I appreciate all of you guys. I love you guys. Please leave us a like if you can on YouTube. If you learned something, if you had some fun with us, subscribe to the channel. We'll be starting. Guys, I might be doing a Sunday evening session. I know there's the football games, but I can watch them right here on my other TV. We might come in on a Sunday and start analyzing the markets, do some futures outlooks, and then watch how Sunday night opens up, because gold is pretty crazy on Sunday nights lately. It's been 3 weeks of gap up moves. There's some news that happens over the weekends on Saturday and Sunday. So if you want, guys, if there's enough love on YouTube, if there's enough likes, we'll join live. If not, guys, we'll do it us private Zoom, and then you guys can unmute your mics and talk. That's what I want, guys. I want us to have a conversation when we're trading, and then you ask me a question while something is developing. You ask a question and I can give you a live answer right away. Maybe I don't know the answer, but maybe someone else in the group knows the answer. But at least we can learn together. Otherwise, it's just me talking here, and I don't know what you guys like. If you are, just let's do that. Please, guys, stop being shy. Over the weekend, buy a headset and turn it on, and let's have a conversation. Just like if you're in my house right now, and we're on the couch, we're chilling together, and we're just learning. You're asking me a question. Let's have a conversation. We're all family here. Everyone. YouTube is family. We're family. Let's help the world learn about trading. And that's what I want to get more into. I want to get more into talking with you guys, more podcasts, things like this. Exposing that 1240 candle. That is something you don't see too often. And when you do, it pays off. Okay, guys? And now we're trading in the point of control of that candle. So again, you got to go through, look at how it came right back up. Remember, it's not easy. That was a nice sell, but we didn't really sell off gold. We didn't really do anything. We just kind of cooled it off. But all of these pending orders that were waiting, like when it was trading near the all-time highs, there's pending orders waiting patiently to get activated. So buyers are buying. This could continue breaking, and we have a new all-time high later this afternoon, and we're going up to 5,000. That was just a counter trade that we just did there. It was a nice one. It was a 200 pip total counter trade, but it's still at the end of the day a counter trade, right? So we still got to respect the higher time frame. We did not close below 50% of this yellow line. What was this? This was the daily candle. Remember when I marked it up? If we go back to the daily candles, remember when we started at 12 p.m.? Okay, there it is, 12 p.m. Remember when I cut it in half? It is still respecting that. So it's still technically bullish on the daily. That was a beautiful counter pullback we had, but this could just continue. If the buyers close it above here, I flip that green, and we're driving possibly right back to attempt to break again. Today's high, all-time high. Who knows what it could be? Then you follow your options again. Then we follow option 1, option 2, option 3. Remember I tell you guys, there's 3 options in trading, basically. And if you're just patient and you're disciplined and you don't over leverage while you're speculating on one of these options, just play it safe. That's it, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. We're not gamblers here. We're not a gambling trading group. We trade proper, guys. Yes, we do take losses, but the losses are not as substantial as I hear some of you guys blowing accounts. I hear some of you guys losing 5%. I've never lost 5% in a day in over 10, 15 years. I have a maximum of 1% per day that I trade. So if I lose, it's 1% if I get stopped out for the entire day. I've never seen more than 1% loss in years, and I'm thankful for that, because I was that trader that was blowing up accounts and things like that. And then you got to understand too, when you're trading, let's say with 1%, you're not risking that entire 1%. I didn't risk that entire 1% on this trade, right? I break down. Maybe I take 5 trades today. Maybe I trade a little in pre-New York, maybe New York, maybe at post-New York, maybe at Tokyo. So I break down. If I'm going to take 5 trades like this, I wait patiently with alerts, let the volume come to me. Then if I lose, it's 0.2% of my entire 1%. So I'm not getting mad. I'm not revenge trading. I'm not, you can still recover. Next trade, you make it back and you're back to break even and you refocus again. That's what trading is, guys. That's what real trading is. And I hope you guys are honestly learning this. That will make you guys so much better. And I see some of you guys in the group are doing this. So congrats to you guys, okay? Guys, I just want to wish everyone a happy Friday. I got to go chop some wood, turn the fireplace on, and because it's going to be freezing. So, well, let's have a session Sunday like afternoon, evening. Maybe around 4 p.m. we get started, and then we do some analysis, and then we watch how the markets will open up 5, 6, and maybe we go till 7 because we got some NFL games. It's the conference championships. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. I appreciate all of you guys. Zoom, enjoy your weekend, guys. Shout outs to Dave holding it down with the signals and the live New Yorks. Shout outs to all of you guys in the Discord. I appreciate you, all you guys. Please don't be shy. Share your charts. Get involved in here. This commodities channel, it's really active, through 24 hours a day. It's active in here. Okay. So just get in here, share your charts. There's a lot of seasoned traders in here that will help you out in here. Okay. And everyone, have a good weekend. See you guys. Thanks, everyone. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And hit your notifications because sometimes YouTube doesn't push out us to the algorithm because what we do is financial education. They frown upon that. They don't like that. So hit that notification bell so you know when we go live, you get alerted. Okay, guys? Look at it. A 3-bar play and could retrace all the way back up. This is demoralizing. Sorry, guys. I can't leave right now without talking about this. That move that just dropped down. Imagine. Like that drop, okay? 215, 220 pips. And you got greedy and you didn't do anything. There's going to be one trader in our group that I'm talking to you right now that didn't do anything down there. And now look at what the market does. It comes all the way right back up. And if you don't have a break even, they're gonna come after your stop loss. So that is demoralizing. When you basically give away 200 pips and you want 300 pips, you want 400, right? The greed takes over and look at how the market punishes you. Don't get greedy. Remember this saying, bulls make money right now. Bulls are making money. Bears made money right there on that where we dropped it. And now pigs are getting slaughtered. These are greedy pigs right now getting slaughtered. I used to be that greedy pig and I learned my lesson. I appreciate money. I appreciate time. If I can get in the markets and make some pips, I appreciate it. I don't care what would have happened, should have happened. Because look, if I held that entire trade, now I watch it come all the way back up and now I'm scratching my head. I've done this. I've journaled this for half of my life. I know what this is. Guys, I'm shouting because I've gone through this and I want you guys to learn. Stop doing this shit, okay? Become a real trader. And enough with this could have happened. I should have held this. Why didn't it do this? Get your money and get out. Pip and dip. These markets are too volatile to be playing that game, right? That's just my point of view, right? You guys, if you don't understand that, then you got to live with this. And I know what the next trade is. The next trade after, if I went through this, would be an impulsive trade. My next trade would be probably an over leveraged trade. My next trade would be a revenge trade. I would be angry, I would be upset, and the market would punish me even further. And then I could take a good trade into a terrible loss, like a big loss of a day. And then I got to think about that over the weekend. And then that's how I got to trade on starting next week, right? You want to be positive as a trader. Carry momentum. That's what trading is. Building off of momentum, compounding, okay? But that's it for me, guys. There's a traditional Tetris piece. There it is. Came up, inside bar, right in that point of control, opening bullish ignited. Learn these patterns, pattern recognition, learn your candlesticks. It's like playing a video game every single day that can pay you some good money if you learn this video game. Guys, this was a great session for technicals. I'm going to save this Zoom and I'm going to upload this one because this was an excellent learning session. Okay, guys? Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys. God bless. Be safe this weekend. Stay warm. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks so much, guys. Leo, Vinay, Justin, Geraldo, Sergio, everyone, guys. Roxy, thank you guys. I hope you guys honestly learned a few things on that session. It was really, really good. in my opinion. Not for the trade, but for what we learned, okay? Have a great weekend, guys. And then I'll let you guys know Sunday what time we get started. We'll go for a couple hours on Sunday. If you can make it, join us. And maybe we'll get some more Sunday sessions in, okay? Have a great weekend.
Recording stopped.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.